मैं अपने आत्मन में ही, here they mean the mind. So me in myself, I'm happy. Seated in myself, I am happy. How easy or difficult this is the main thing in the shloka. When I asked somebody why you want to marry, they said, because I can be happy with another person. How? And what if the other person brings misery? Then how are you going to be happy? Why do we want partners? So that we can be happy. For company. Because I can't stay alone with myself, I need company. So your parents are your company, your brothers are your company, your sister, your maid, your house help, everybody is company, but you want a partner. Do you want a partner? No. Okay, if you get a partner, what is the guarantee that they will be company? They may never have time for you. फिर क्या फायदा हुआ? Is it worth? Think 100 times before you take a decision. And for all of us, many of us who have taken the decision, we have to analyze where we are, facing in life. Still seeking company from your spouse, still seeking something from the partner. अरे छोड़ो, मैं अपने आप में खुश हूँ. वो आएगा या आएगी तो बोला मैं तो खुश हूँ, तुमको रहना है साथ में, तो तुमको भी थोड़ा पास करती हूँ खुशी. As simple as that. You sit with me now, then I'll be very happy. What is this? That's like teenage, lovebirds type of things. I can understand if a 15, 20-year-old says that. At 40, 50, 60, we are saying, he doesn't sit with me, she doesn't have time for me. What is this? They don't have good. You spend time with yourself. This time is for self-growth, especially if you have crossed 40, 45. Self-growth छोड़ के हम लोग अभी भी we have not grown up somewhere. We need to grow. The body is growing. So it does not mean that you become old. It's growth. Growth is part of life. And growth means physical and mental growth. Emotional growth. Get more mature. And be very stable. And the youngsters, you can slowly understand that दूसरे से खुशी नहीं मिलने वाला है, मेरे को अपने आप से ही मिलेगा तो. My state of mind should be happy. And then others you can marry, you can have partners without expectations. So don't mess up your relationships. Expectations will mess your relationship. Now you'll say, oh, we understood, but the other person doesn't understand. They're expecting too much from us. Then bring them to the session. And if you're not committed, before commitment, only bring them to the session or talk with them and be very clear on these grounds that this is how I lead my life. You can be part of this, or we call it quits. Very simple. Because otherwise it will be a lifelong misery. So walking on the same path helps when it's partners. If you're not walking on the same path, it's going to be up and down. But because we are mature enough now, all of us who are mature enough, we need to understand that it's perfectly fine that they walk where they want to walk and we walk where we want to walk, because I'm not dependent on that person for anything. I'm happy with myself in myself. Not with, then you say, okay, forget about partners and business and all this. Let's talk about how I spend my time with myself. How do you spend time with yourself? You need to check. What do you do if you have 5 free hours, 5 hours free time? First thing, इसको बुला के ना 5 दिन हो गया, चलो 1 घंटा में मेरे फ्रेंड से बात करूंगी, खत्म. एंड क्या बात किया? तू बता, क्या बताना है? तू बता. अच्छा और बता. अरे और कहाँ से निकालो खजाना बताने के लिए? कुछ है ही नहीं. तो इसमें 1 घंटा निकल गया. तो ऐसा हम लोग का लाइफ जा रहा है. तू बता, मैं बता करके. फिर ठीक है, ओके, वी मीट आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम, वी स्पीक, इतना हुआ, दैट्स इट. एंड उसके बाद क्या होगा? उसके बाद हाउ यू विल स्पेंड योर टाइम? Just being with others is also spending time. There is so much more to ask. Self के बारे में पूछा ना, how about your self growth? How about your self growth? How far have you grown? अरे वो छोड़, मेरी सास का सुन, मेरी ससुर का सुन, मेरे पति का सुन, क्या करना है वो सुन लेके? ठीक है सुन लेंगे 10 मिनट, उसके बाद क्या? नहीं 10 साल पहले ऐसा हुआ था, 25 साल से ऐसा हो रहा है, मतलब हम किधर भी नहीं गए. वी आर स्टिल स्टक इन द सेम रेलगाड़ी. They are never going to change because we are not changing. We are not seeing them in a different light. It's our problem. It's not their problem. Okay, they will be like that or they'll not be like that. Doesn't matter. We need to be santusht, happy in our own self. तो अभी ढूंढो खुद के अंदर की क्या है मेरे में जो खुश है, खुशी दे सकता है मुझे ही. Because if I can't give happiness to myself, I can never give happiness to anybody. I can imagine I'm giving, but I can't. So start searching, what is it in me that gives me joy? To my own self. क्या करने अच्छा लगता है? खुद अकेले हो, what do you like to do with yourself? Think about it. It could be as simple as I like to read. You're not distracting, you're learning. Okay, I like to read. Maybe I like to make notes. I like to maybe just sit and paint, or maybe sing a couple of songs, or maybe do all these things. So this, I like to spend time with myself like this, without distractions, without television, without mobile. सब ले लिया अभी. तुम अकेले हो, एक लाइब्रेरी है, तुम हो, and nature है. What will you do? You'll start searching for people. वो जो खाना लेके आएगा उसके साथ आधा घंटा बात करेंगे, कैसे हो, तुम्हारे फैमिली में कौन है, अच्छा वहां से हो, हम भी वहां से, क्या बात है, कैसा खाना बनाया, रेसिपी कैसे, भी तो टाइम उसके साथ. बिकॉज वी आर सो डेस्प फॉर कंपनी. We just need people. See, we all need people. We are social beings. I'm not saying that we need to become a recluse. We need people. We need to be social. We need to talk to people and do everything. But if you have your own time, how will you spend it with yourself? Will you get bored? Think. You'll get bored? No. So then how do you spend time with yourself? You have to find out. If you are happy being with yourself, then you're in a good place. Without the mobile and TV, okay? And no substance, like 2-3 पैग मार के सो गया, I'm very happy with myself. था किधर, बेहोशी में तो था, सोने. Doesn't help. And that is not what we are talking about. Being with yourself, conscious and aware. What will happen is your own mind will start, pouring out its muck. And then you'll say, छोड़ यार ये सब पता नहीं नेगेटिव आ रहा है, चलो कुछ करते हैं. ऐसा नहीं, वो आने दो बाहर. उस जाएगा और चला जाएगा, उसमें अटकना क्यों है? Let it come out, throw it out. It's like शंख प्रक्षालन, साफ सफाई कर दो एक बार का. Let it come out. जाने दो. उसमें none of the things that are pouring out, don't catch on to anything. Let it just pour out. It's like you're vomiting. What do you do with it? सिंक का ढक्कन भी खोल देते, जल्दी जाने दे करके, है ना? Nobody wants to even see their own vomit. Exactly. But you need to puke if you're in that situation. So we don't look at it and play with it. We allow it to go. Same thing. Mind से जो आता है ना, उसमें खेलना नहीं है, उसको छोड़ देना है. जाने दे. But उसको पकड़ के भी नहीं रखना. आ रहा है, उसको देखो, उसको जाने दो. Pass it on. But I should not have done that, not 10 years ago. Suddenly that thought came, चलो उसके ऊपर एक दिन हम लोग निकालेंगे. Start writing. That has helped me a lot. So personally, anybody who likes to write, I would advise that you need not be great writers for that. We are not going to publish it. But it's a very beautiful way of expression. So either through song, through dance, through painting, writing, some hobby wherein you can express yourself. Find out what it is, and once you start expressing yourself, you will feel so good. You will feel so close to your own self. And then you don't want others to make you happy. You yourself are so happy doing your own expression. Like just imagine after writing a poem or maybe some book or something, it feels so satisfying. It's so fulfilling. You don't need another person to fulfill you. Yes, you yourself are enough to fulfill yourself. We look for people and substances to fulfill our vacuum. But we need to fill it up ourselves. We have to be fulfilled by our own selves. Only then I can be santushta in myself. Otherwise, what I'll do? I'll pour some drink, or I'll pour something, or I'll eat food, I'll have some pastries and I'll stuff myself. Somehow I'll try to fulfill that khalipan. क्यों है खालीपन? भरो, बांटो, बांटने से बढ़ता है, बांटने से सब बढ़ता है. So start sharing, stop being miserly.